Ukraine has reacted with disbelief and alarm after a reported 28-point peace framework backed by U.S. President Donald Trump appeared to demand sweeping concessions to Russia in exchange for halting nearly 4 years of war. The proposal, shared with Ukrainian officials this week, mirrors the structure of the Gaza ceasefire model but would require Kyiv to surrender occupied territories, dramatically reduce its military, and hold national elections within 100 days. It would also compel Ukraine to permanently abandon its ambitions for NATO membership, a central security goal since Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea. A senior Ukrainian lawmaker, speaking anonymously, said the mood in Kyiv was one of shock, describing the plan as mind-blowing and far beyond previous US-led negotiation efforts. Sources familiar with the discussions claim Washington has signaled that intelligence and weapons support could be restricted if Kyiv refuses to sign the framework, with an informal deadline set for next Thursday. Addressing the nation on Friday, President Volodymyr Zelensky insisted he would not betray Ukraine's sovereignty, promising instead to propose alternative terms. He warned that the country faced a stark choice between losing its dignity and risking the loss of a key partner, describing the moment as one of the most difficult in Ukraine's modern history. European leaders, including Germany's Chancellor Friedrich Merz, France's President Emmanuel Macron, and the UK Prime Minister, held a joint call with Zelensky to reassure him of their continued support. Berlin said the leaders welcomed Ukraine's insistence on sovereignty and reiterated their readiness to provide long-term security guarantees, while remaining cautious not to provoke Washington. Rustem Umerov, Ukraine's top negotiator and head of the Security Council, said Kyiv would not accept any plan that crosses its fundamental red lines, particularly those affecting territorial integrity or the country's defense capabilities. European officials privately expressed unease over the U.S. proposal, saying EU partners had not been consulted and warning that an unfavorable settlement could jeopardize wider regional security. In their joint statement, the European leaders stressed that any agreement must begin from the current line of contact and ensure Ukraine retains credible military strength to defend its sovereignty. For now, Kyiv appears determined to resist a deal it sees as conceding too much, even as international pressure mounts and the shape of Western support shifts in Washington.